Now you probably heard that playing low notes is something super effective to build your own sound, right? Yes, that's totally true. But I do believe that there's other things that you could do as an alternative to low notes in order to really, zoom in into your playing and into your unique sound. Okay, so I'm gonna show you three exercises that you can do that will work on your sound as well. This video is for anyone who is, a developing player, beginner, intermediate, or even advanced player sometimes. So it's going to be an amazing eye-opening for anyone who wants to kind of step away from low notes for a while and then do something else and then maybe go back to low notes. Okay, it's a great thing to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to play 4-note scales. Okay, and I got this from a flute player friend of mine years ago when I was at the academy here in London. And so essentially you take the beginning of a major scale, the beginning of a minor scale, it doesn't really matter, okay, and you just play the first four notes, okay, and you try to create a really nice sound on those 4 notes only. So you concentrate on having a nice legato connecting all the notes and making those 4 notes as musical as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna take the beginning of G minor. Okay, so G, A, B flat, and C, and then back down. And I'm gonna drill that a few times up and down, and then we'll change. So here the challenging thing could be going from B flat to D, try to get that smooth and that action smooth, okay? Now let's try another one. Let's try E major, okay? So I'm gonna do E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. You could try slower, you could try faster, you can try medium tempo, you can just vary the tempo a little bit, just want to make it flow. The idea here is that you make these 4 notes flow. Don't play it too slow, just it's like a flowing river kind of thing. Cool. The last thing you can do is you can do totally random notes, okay? And you can make it as hard or as easy as you want. You can still scaly, or you can just go random jumps up and down. I'm gonna do the random jumps up and down just because it's more fun and more challenging, okay? So I'm gonna completely just invent 4 notes. Just come up with 4 notes. I actually went pretty crazy. So I went F, what did I do? F, D, high D, F sharp, E flat. Which is really hard because it's really big jumps, and we're going to go into that in a sec, okay? So again, you can, come up with, use the 4 notes from the major scale or minor scale, okay? Or just come up with your own random notes, okay? It's going to be really, really helpful, okay? Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is jumps, either big jumps or small jumps, okay? So the 4 notes that I made up before actually relate to this exactly, okay? Working on larger intervals is gonna force you to use your diaphragm more, to use your abdominal muscles more, because you're gonna need more air to kind of to glue those notes together. If you have, let's say F, D, or F, high A or whatever, if there's a big space to fill, then you're gonna need more air to fill that space, okay? Going up is actually pretty okay. It's pretty easy, okay? Going down, that's where the problems are. That's where the practice should be focused on. Notice how I use my body to accompany the sound. So if you go okay, if you work on your big intervals, you know, you're gonna be working on here, which is the support that you need for playing melodies. Now, let's go into the third thing, which is attacks, okay? Now, when you do low notes, you just hold the note as long as possible. You try to keep it straight and everything, okay? Attacks is basically playing a very short note kind of thing. It's like you're focusing on the beginning of the note, okay, rather than the whole thing, okay? And you try to make the beginning of the note as nice and beautiful as you can, something like this. So that's low E, you know, I played it 3 or 4 times, and maybe to you, it was just sounding like a normal E. To me, I was trying to get rid of that I got from tonguing. So I was trying to make that attack as smooth and natural, you know, natural transition as possible. So I'm still tonguing, but it's very refined, okay? If you can refine things, then making things hard and heavy, you know, heavy accents and stuff is going to be a little bit easier. So you can do attacks on random notes, you know, harder notes, lower notes, high notes, okay? Doing attacks on low notes is actually pretty challenging, but it's an amazing thing to do. That's gonna, you know, help you zoom in so much into your playing, okay? So those are the 3 things that you should do in rotation with low notes. Still do low notes, but also do some of these, because it's gonna help a lot, okay? So that's it for today. I wish you happy practicing. Be sure to check out the free saxophone class. It's highly recommended. You're gonna get more tips and ideas on how to, you know, play, how to take your saxophone playing to the next level. Subscribe to the channel if you feel like it, and if you like the channel, thank you again, guys, for all your support you've shown over the years. Super happy and appreciate that, and I will see you soon. Bye, take care. Thank you.